Playboy won the first match. It was, I don't know, the first map, or first round, it looked like these guys could go toe to toe, but CC, everybody knows that the one side is definitely more lopsided, so Playboy definitely had their way with them in that second round. So we'll see what this map has in store for everybody. Bloodbath Race. I love me some Bloodbath Race. This is a good map. Good map. Love it. Holy shit, boys and girls. It actually looks like we might actually get a great CV today. I love it. What was this guy's clan's name? God's Valley? They took a round. That's always good to know. That's great to know. Hey, I love it. Great. That really sucks, man. I really thought that they were gonna take them there. That was pretty entertaining. They lost by 6 points because they had a guy on their team go 10 and 23. Wow, that was crazy. 10 and 23. That guy needs to take his PlayStation back to GameStop. Woo! You can't be doing that shit in fucking clan battles. 10 and 23. That's some PMC mercenary KDRs. God damn. That was woo! That is stinky. God damn. I can't believe that. You can't be pulling KDRs like that in a clan battle. That's insane. But GG's to Playboy for coming back on that one because it was looking pretty grim there for a bit, and then all of a sudden they came back. That was beautiful. How about I cover you in maple syrup? I play naked. I think that might be a good idea because you have this weird fixation on a boot and hey, you really know I'm from Canada, eh? Because I say a boot and PMC mercenary is doo doo. He stopped playing MGO2 because he just can't cut it anymore. Yeah, that was just a curb stomp on that part. Ugh. I don't know. I don't think they have it anymore, ladies and gentlemen. I think it might be. I think it might be over. I. I have no idea, man. Like, I'm kind of sick of it myself. Like, why it always has to be a landslide. But the problem is that there's nobody else that can really start. Uh, One of the reasons why I haven't started a team is because there's too many players that are in multiple clans. I would rather have people that just stay in one goddamn team and play. So because like if you look at To the Max and then you look at Playboys and Never Run Away and they all have like 7 or 8 or 9 or even 10 people on the game. You know, like on in a clan. If you took just 6 or 7 from a clan, slashed it, and nobody else could join, and just have some friendly competition. Like, I understand you want to play with your friends, but you can play against your friends and still have friendly competition. But the problem is that everybody just wants to be dick ride each other and be in the same clans, and that's, you know, if you want competition, you have to start splitting it up right from there. And if you don't split it up, then you end up with the 4 clans that we have. They don't need to be that big. Even then, you could just, like, why does it have to be 6v6? It could be 5v5, but because everybody's so used to survival and they want survival back so bad that it has to be 6v6. To be honest, all you need is 5v5, and base is gonna be 5 bases. So all you need is 10 people. So it could be 5v5, and you can just split it down. There's a lot more people will show up a little bit more often. Like, this will never be anybody's main game anymore for any stretch of the map. But the point is that if there is competition, people will still hop on to play every once in a while, just to play in a clan battle, and that's fine. Yes, Cody is definitely right. Less grenades. But you understand what I'm saying? Like, if there was real competition, people would just stay. But clans are too big. They don't need to be as big as they are. But people just want to dick ride each other, and that's one of the reasons that the game is done. 10 years old, yes, that's also a reason, but if there was more competition, people would still stay. And Cody has this weird obsession for one life game. I was like, I don't mind a good one life game every once in a while, but like, so many games are doing all this one life mode crap. I can't do it. It's so fucking boring. So boring. The one thing about Fortnite and PUBG that's a little bit better, Fortnite more so, because when you die, you can leave and get into a game within 20 seconds, and you got a fucking game started right away. Like, that's awesome. But there's a lot of games that are one life. Like if you've ever played Ghost Recon or Rainbow Six Siege, you die, you sit there and fucking wait 4 or 5 minutes, and then the game constantly loads because the rounds. Oh my god, it's tired. It's tiring. Um, but then there's also Overwatch. I don't really like that game because I think that game forces teamwork way too much. And I know that's not necessarily a bad thing, but at the same time, you get punished if you happen to get onto a really shit team, and it really sucks. Same with Rainbow Six Siege, technically. If you carry your ass off, but you lose, you still get punished. A lot of games do this now where it's okay to get backpacked. Like, it's very and you know what, I blame CS:GO for that shit. Like if you get carried so hard, but as long as your team wins, you still level up when you shouldn't. And you can't tell me that Siege isn't like that, because I'm fucking terrible at that game, and I was playing with Cyclone and DJ and Pro Maniac, and they carried me into Platinum. And I'm fucking terrible at that game. I don't deserve that shit, but it's just, I guess it's just the way it is. So, I don't know. It's just, it's not for me. These one life modes are just fucking getting frustrated. Like, whatever happened to a good old fashioned team deathmatch? And I would never, in any stretch of the matter, would think that I would say that, because I've never been a fan of team deathmatch. I've always liked games where there was another objective, like domination, Call of Duty, or this game, capture, bomb, base. I hate race because race is so dumb. But yeah. To be honest, I like playing as a team, but I also like the way MGO's level system sort of works, because I like the fact that you are responsible for yourself. And but if you're but at the same time, if you don't work as a team, then you're probably gonna lose. I, I don't know. I believe that there needs to be more of a middle ground with the games that are made today, where if you get carried, no matter what, you're still gonna level up. And then MGO, I think, is too much of an extreme where it forces you to play by yourself and not as a team because it doesn't reward you to play as a team. So, but and you know what? It's easier said than done. So far, there's been no game that's been able to find that middle ground. But I slide towards MGO a little bit more because I hate the fact that if I'm first place but I lose, I still get punished. That drives me nuts. Yeah, like incorporating both in a sense. Like Cody, if you're like 13-2 in Siege, but your team still loses, should you at least get a neutral or maybe even 5 points of a level up, like something like that, you know? But instead, you lose. You lose GP. And here we go with the match. It finally friggin' started. Let's do this. I'm not going to commentate that much because my kids are loud. I'm sure you can hear them in the long run. So I just keep the mic muted for the match. But enjoy, ladies and gentlemen. That was much closer, but I don't think that God's Valley is going to be able to take this one. But much better, much better. I'll give him that. For a team that plays nothing but rescue, they're doing a lot better than what I expected, but at the same time, it's still really a curb stomp, and it's really unfortunate that this is what happens, but you know what, and I've tried to encourage getting these clans to split up and stuff like that. So I've tried to encourage these clans to split up just so there could be a little bit of competition, but they dick ride each other so much that they don't want to bother. Like, I've gone against Cyclone's clan before, and I'm cool with that homosexual, but I'm still willing to fight a good team so you can keep the competition going that makes people want to play, but people just don't seem to get the memo. Same, but then you got, like, Johan, who would rather go play a subpar game like Street Fighter V. That game sucks. I'm sorry, but you're right, Omega. That rescue does make players stupid. I've always said it this way: a level 17 rescue player is only good at rescue, but a mixed player can go into rescue and still place really well. You take a rescue player, though, a good rescue player, and put them into a mix, they're terrible. They do awful. That's why they stay there. I was only into the max because Night Fox needed me, or thought that he needed me, but I couldn't make it anyways. So. And Stone, you're in like 3 clans, so you can't really say anything either there, pal. Dude, I only play Fortnite with my wife. Plus, you guys play with RMP Kenpachi, and I can't stand that guy's high-pitched voice. It just makes me want to strangle a cat. Plus, I think he killed Too Hot. That girl just disappeared, so she's probably like in a hole in its basement, and she's putting the lotion on the skin. I think that's a black person thing, no offense. Ace does it too. PM can do it too. Johan can do it too. I think it's just a black person thing. When you all get emotional, your voice goes up in the air like this. Well then, that was a curb stomp and a half, if I do say so myself. Props to these guys who normally play rescue that are actually willing to give it a shot. I appreciate that they're actually willing to do this. A lot of people that only play mix will only play mix, and a lot of them are stubborn like that. I'll pretty much do whatever I possibly can just to get a CB, but these guys can play any rescue CB that they want to. I tried starting a team, but I was gonna start it with Thunder Horse because I think he's actually really Thunder Hours because I think he's a decent player and he seems to want to have good teamwork and stuff like that. But unfortunately, he's not trustworthy. Like, he's disbanded the clan once, and then he said that basically Playboy is the only clan that's available, so I'm just gonna disband this clan. So I'm like, well, okay, well, fuck me then, right? But yeah, like, I don't know. I'd like to see a little bit of competition on the game. Like, I don't want to, like, freak out and start throwing controllers type survival shit, but it would be nice just to get some old people on and stuff like that. But like I said, as long as everybody's up everybody's ass now, like clans being as big as they are, um, it's just not gonna work. There's not enough people. I might be able to swing Clyde and Shiny Blue, I think the guy's name is, but after that, like I can't really. I don't think that there's really enough players or good enough players like to really bother. See, shit like that makes me so mad. You see She-Wolf just walk up there and try to auto-aim him instead of shooting him in the head. Like, if you would have just shot, used your brain and just shot, you would have been able to kill that guy. Instead, you go out in the open in the middle of the field and get shot in the fucking head. Like, where does your mind go when you think about doing that? Spaz is moving to California, so he said that he's gonna stop playing for a while just to get stuff settled, apparently. So he's gonna be gone, but he's also in Playboy. That's beautiful. They played that very well. I'm very impressed. That's awesome. I won by 108. 100. Oh my god, I can't do math today. Wow, 108 points. Woo! They won by 108 points. Let's see if they can keep it up and actually take a win. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, if they can take at least one map, that's a win for me out of rescue players. So that's as far as I can see. Not to shit on them or anything, but they've done a great job. They've taken some rounds. They haven't won a map, but they've taken some rounds. So you know what? That's you gotta respect at least that part. The problem is, Johan, is that for you, especially in particular, you have a job that gets you working until like 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning. So you don't get home. How are you supposed to run a team when you run like crazy late hours, bro? Like, I'm not just being a dickhead, I'm just telling you how it is. Like, people are just gonna leave. Holy snap, they took a map! Congratulations to these guys. They fucking took a map. That's beautiful. I love it. Love it. But yeah, Joey, once we can get people to start, like, realize what I'm saying, like, I'm not saying split up your friendships, by all means. Be friends as much as you want to be, but at the same time, if you want competition, you're gonna have to just split up from your friends and just make friendly clans, like, and just go against each other. Stop being a bunch of noobs and just play against each other. Do some structure. Like, damn, it's not that hard, but I can only say it because I can only say it so many times. Eventually, maybe some people will get the point, but I doubt it. If it was gonna happen, Ink would have already booted some people out and said, "Go ahead and make another team" or something like that. But I think he likes the fact that he's the only one with a clan. So, uh, yeah. Since the clan battle is technically over, now I can just focus on maybe one or two players. I'll let everybody in the chat put in who you actually want to watch. My vote is Clyde, since he is the MVP of this. Aside from Promaniac, if you had to rate... Hey, Johan, do me a favor. Exclude Promaniac because he doesn't play. But as of the players right now, North American only, that you know of, if you miss somebody, that's fine. I'll remind you and maybe you'll change your list. Out of the top 5, who do you think are the top 5 players in the North American server? Honestly, in your opinion, right now, like on the North American side, who do you think are the top 5 at this point in time? Alright, Stone, since you always seem to have an opinion, who do you've been playing a little bit recently and whatnot, who would you vote? Give me your top 3. NA only, because nobody gives a shit about EU. For the record, in no stretch of the manner do I believe that I'm I'm in the top 10 on the NA server. So I don't think that I am. But it's nice to see that somebody seems to think so, but I would disagree with that, definitely. I think Clyde is probably the best North American player at this point. And then I would have to put Ink up. I would put Ink probably about second or third. As it goes for clan leader, I don't think Ink is the best when it comes to being a clan leader. No offense to Ink, but he does some questionable things. Like fight insanity when you're definitely not ready. But I guess you gotta give him props for at least trying, I guess. Thunder Hours is definitely up there. Jay is probably one of the best team sneaking players, but I don't consider him very like he's a good player, but I don't think he's consistent enough. Because there's sometimes where, like you've seen in this game, where you'll see him drop like fucking 29 kills and like 5 deaths, and then there's other times where you'll see him drop like fucking like 2 and 15. Like there's no in the middle with him. He usually does very great or he does like very poorly, and for whatever reason I am always biased towards him because I know he boosts. Yeah, like I know he boosts because when I play against him and he does well. He doesn't do awful, but he doesn't do the best all the time. And somehow he's still the highest rank on the North American server. Like he doesn't stand out. Like when you look at Clyde, or you look at Ink, or even Thunder Hours, when we're all playing in a game, we usually hover in at least the top 5. I'd say the top 5, at least the top 5. But Jay doesn't. You don't go like, holy shit, damn, he's like, that's awesome. He's always in that the top player page, the percentile. But he goes like right low most of the time, where he hugs last. And he's using air to run to. He's not like my stupid ass, where you'll see me use like CQC and just try to scan people in the middle of fucking nowhere because I'm bored with the game and I'm just trying to make it difficult for myself, you know? So I don't know. I don't think that I'm not trying to take anything away from him. I believe that he is a good player. He's got a great shot, but he's not consistent enough. I think he makes a lot of bad choices, and those bad choices haunt him for the one game. So I Play Naked is probably one of the best grenaders out there. I have to give you that. But are you really that good of a grenader if you need to have quarterback 3 at all times? That's the question. When it comes to scanning, I know I'm definitely the best. Everybody can suck a dick on that one. Which nobody actually does. But if you can go ahead and scan in a mixed game and still place really, really well, then you're a real scanner. And when you just do it in rescue and team sneaking, you are hiding behind a wall to do it. So, when it comes to P90, I would say I'm the best P90 sprayer in the game. I even was in the original server. People would fear this P90. One thing that I don't understand is why Ink has Whiteheart in his clan. That guy is a fucking asshole. Like, he treats everybody like shit, and it just, I don't know. He's European, so once again, Europeans are fucking assholes. But yeah, that's definitely.
Hello, Mom.
Pay attention to the Discord chat, and definitely. Kind of hard to destroy people when you're Mac banned forever because of your cancerous attitude towards the game and the server. Come on, guys. There's 15 people in this damn thing. Give us a like so this will be spread around to other people. We can hopefully get this community to grow. You'll be surprised how many people still don't know that this game is up and running. Help everybody out. I'm not asking for a share or subscribe. Oh, that would be beautiful. But it would be nice if we could get more people to play this game. I understand you did, Ink, because you see the bigger picture of what I'm talking about. On the exception of the large clan thing, that really pisses me off that you don't seem to get the hint on that one, but one thing at a time, I guess. One thing that everybody should start doing is definitely, when you see somebody else on YouTube or something like that that's streaming MGO, even if they're bad, like give them a like, give them a subscribe. We're a small community, we need to stick together. Even if you don't like somebody, we need to try to get these videos out to as many people as possible so they show up in the suggestions bin and stuff like that. But the problem is that people are just so salty on this damn thing, they don't see the bigger picture, and you really should try and see the bigger picture. I don't understand why you have 13 accounts, but everybody needs to hear what I'm saying. They need to, like, another thing too, if you have videos and you post it, don't, like, at the Save MGO Twitter. Gigahertz has allowed me to have control of the Save MGO Twitter. There's at least 1,000 followers. Like, not everybody's gonna see it, but I can retweet it out. Get people to know. It'll show up in the suggestions bins. Because every once in a while, even somebody that hasn't played it in a long time, hasn't played MGO, for example, in 10 years, but they feel the nostalgia of like, holy shit, I miss MGO. I wanna watch a good montage. So, example, they go to DS's video, right? And they listen to, or they watch a montage or one of his highlights. But an MGO2R game happens to show up in the suggestions, like the server's running, and that person doesn't even know that the server's back up and running. Like, that'll be a huge mind blow. Like, this still happens where people are like going, "Oh shit, this game is still running. But how is that possible?" Then you direct them to SaveMGO.com. They get the bigger picture. Like, people need to understand that if you want the community to grow, one, we need to chill with the toxicity, because it's bad. But at the same time, we also need to just like and follow and stuff like that. And I play naked. Those people have disappeared ever since they did that garbage to you, because I told them they need to fucking disappear for a while. To me, they will never be admins from the way that they were treating other players. Not just you, they were also treating other players like shit too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, that was unbelievable garbage. I don't agree with Gigahertz in any stretch of the matter for keeping them, but I think he just didn't want to deal with the bullshit. You can't make a game 60 frames per second when the game itself was made on a 30 frames per second engine. Clearly, you have no idea how it is to play or to make a game. I appreciate that you did that, but I hope you also heard what I was saying. Anyways, everybody, thanks for watching this wonderful CB. It looks like it's over with Playboy winning 5-3. I'd like to give a special shout out to God's Valley. They are mainly a rescue clan, and they were able to do pretty damn well against them, so you gotta show them respect in that manner. You can't really hate him in that respect. That was, I agree with you, Ink. It was a lot closer than it should have been, but I think Playboy took the foot off the gas in a sense because they were kind of manhandling them in the not the first map, but the second map. So it was definitely there's definitely some poundage there, but it wasn't too bad. But yeah. Anyways, don't forget to give this video a like. If you give a sub, then Rage will lick the tip of your penis. But thanks for watching this wonderful game, and I will probably be on in about 30 to 45 minutes. I gotta feed the children, so I'm just gonna make something for them, and then, yeah, I'm gonna bash Jay in the chat. Well, I would appreciate it if you showed me what he has to say, because he's... do me a favor, Ink. Tell him that Clyde is better than him, then take a picture. To answer everybody's questions, I will be hosting at about 8 o'clock Eastern time. That's an hour from now. I just need to make my children something to eat. So 8 o'clock Eastern is what I said. But yeah, everybody, thanks for watching. And I will have the stream up and running in about an hour. So thanks for watching, guys. The game plays at 1080p, 60 frames there, Spaz. So turn your shit up.